Mic check. Mic check. Up. Mic check. Mic check. Give me a mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
Okay, good. Can you hear
Test,
me?
test,
Oh,
test.
mic check. Mic check. Can you hear
Test.
me? Can you hear me? You
Go
can't hear
again?
me.
Yes, right here.
Mic check. You can hear me? Okay. All right, we're ready.
Okay. Now turn this one off for right now. Like turn this one. There's nobody there. Put it, hook it on here. Just hook it.
No, no, I don't want it like that because it messes up the thing.
Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday.
Mic check, mic check.
It wasn't working then with all that. Where did you get it? Where did you hit it? What?
Those two up, the bottom down.
Or up and down.
Nope.
No.
There we go. All right, we got it ready. Hopefully, we apologize if you were missing my audio. Here we go. MCHI back to punt formation. They're at their 12-yard line. Oh, a little fake. What a way to start the game, and it's going to go nowhere. Oh, my God. You try it, and that's what these games are for, ladies and gentlemen. You can take gambles like this because these games will finish in 4 weeks, and then they mean nothing. Like if we haven't even played because district is going to start. But the McAllen starts with a gamble on their first possession, and they're held short there. So we're going to go to a Cougar football quickly at the 30-yard line of MCHI. Cougars are twins to the right, split left, shotgun formation for number 10, and it's going to be on the making the calls. It's going to be Max Aguilar for the Cougars. Number 10 giving to number 5. Perales on the carry for a loss of 2 yards. All right, call it 2nd and 12 coming up. Same for, now we go twins right, twins left. Man on his right hip, that's Perales. Back to pass. Oh, up in the air, tip drill, 3 tips, and it's going to be intercepted. Wow. You talk about a tip drill, so it's going to be intercepted, ladies and gentlemen. So quickly, it's one turnover on a fake punt. On a fake punt, the other turnover comes an interception. Once again, 0-0. We're locked up. 10:02 left in the first quarter. You're watching Rio Sports Live. All right, we're back. MCHI quickly lines up, tries to spread it out, tries to get to the outside, going nowhere. A loss of 2 yards, maybe even 3 yards. We'll call it 3 yards on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Wow, these defenses came to play. The offense is still on the bus, I guess, but they'll bring it in soon because right now we have a 2nd and 13. Once again, we started the game with MCHI going on a 4th and 13, trying to fake punt. Went nowhere, and the Cougars turned it over on the second play on an interception. Here we go. A little handoff right up the middle. Picks up about 5-6 yards, so it'll be a 3rd and call it 7th, 3rd yards. Lewis on the carry. Garza giving the handoff. Garza and Lewis, the main guys from MCHI, it seems like right now. On the other hand, it was Perales and Aguilar making the calls on the offense for the Cougars. MCHI lining up a little different. They got trips to the right. Lewis in the backfield. They tried a quick snap. Flags all over the field, but no, ball was overthrown and no flag on the play, but flags on the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be offsides. They caught the offside. The Cougars jumped on a hard count. It's not going to be enough for the first down, ladies and gentlemen, but it's going to move them in within 3 yards. That's Kevin Otto. I'm going to call you out on the second possession. That's a very manageable 3rd down coming up. Words Kevin Otto used to like to. I miss you, buddy. Hope to see you soon and work together one of these days. Here we go. Split right, split left. Lewis in the backfield. Hand off to Lewis. He gets to the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be close, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be short. 4th down coming up. Will MCHI try something this time? We'll wait and see. Right now, we're looking at a 4th and short 2. I'm going to call it 4th and short 2. Seems to be a little bit more than 1 yard to pick up the first down. Coach is talking it over on the sidelines. Here we go. He decided to go for the punt, or at least a punting unit coming on. All right, here we go. Same formation as the last punting time, but to the opposite field. Now they're going trips to the right, split left. Punter back, gets it at the 25, gets rid of it about the 28-yard line. Fair catch, caught, and it's going to be First and 10 for the Cougars. Second time they're touching the ball. Once again, you're watching Real Sports Live. We'll be right back. All right, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Cougar football on a Thursday night, trying to get the first victory for Coach David Gonzalez. On the other hand, MCHI is trying to get them ready for district. Here we go. First play, they picked up 4 yards on the play. Second and 6 coming up. Twins left, twins right. Man on his tailback, and Elad gives a handoff to the tailback, but goes nowhere, but maybe back to the line of scrimmage. That was number 24 on the carry. Troy Martin, I'm sorry, wrong roster. I apologize for that. Armando Ramirez getting back to the line of scrimmage. We got a big 3rd and 6 coming up. 6:55 left. This game will go a lot faster than what we had last week with Vela putting points and throwing the ball so much. The clock stops a lot more. We're under 7 minutes left. Back, it's a handoff to number 5, who gets about 3 or 4 yards. It'll be a 4th and 4 coming up. That was Jacob Perales on the carry. Comes a little bit short. Call it 4th and 3 coming up. 4th and 3 coming up for the Cougars. The Cougars in the first half will be going, on the first quarter, will be going from the south to the north. MCHI coming from the south to from the north to the south. I'm sorry. Once again, Cougars going from the south to the north, and MCHI from the north to the south. All right, back to punt. There's the Cougars, and he's at his own 25. Gets rid of it up on the 29. Decent kick, and it takes a Cougar bounce, and it's going to roll all the way down to about the 21-yard line. So third possession coming up for MCHI. Once again, you tuned in to Real Sports Live. doing the commercials and so on. So here we go. MCHI coming up. Bert on the camera. Edith Salinas to my right. And we have Erica training Martinez. See what she's going to like, what she's doing or not. We'll find out later. First down by MCHI. I pick up about 3-4 yards on the play. It'll bring up a second down. 2nd and 6. We have a man down on the field. We have a timeout on the field, so we're going to take a timeout ourselves. Real Sports Live now. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We missed one play. Sorry about that on a third and 6. I'll talk to Miss Salinas about that, but anyway, we'll see what happens. No, I'm just joking, guys. Once again, thank you, Real Sports. We're doing a great job. I think you're doing a great job, and thank you very much for letting us get involved. Bert on the camera, Edith to my right. Got a trainer we're training here, and that is Erica Martinez, ex-student of mine. Here we go, 3rd and 6, and it's going to be for the first time tonight. Are we? No. Great defensive play, and it's going to be 4th down coming up, and it's going to be close, 4th and less than a yard. But you can tell they are short, so it'll be 4th down. Now, you're only at your 26-yard line, so I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if you want to take a chance with your heels on your end zone. They're going to punt. They're about the 10-yard line. The punter is, watch a hard count. They're going to try and get the Cougars to jump. Oh, I would. Cougars held on. Here comes the punt for about the 12-yard line. Good, decent punt. Picked up at the 47, 48, 49. There's already a holding or a hit in the back by number 3. It was only a 6-yard return, but we do have a flag on the field that was thrown right there directly. Let's see what the flag is. It's going to be the 3rd possession for the Cougars. We got a flag at about the 48-yard line of the Bulldogs. And let's wait to see on the call. I believe it's going to be a holding or a hit in the back. We'll wait for the call. Here comes the call from the ref. Holding, Cougars, take them back 10. So instead of starting at the MCHI field position on the MCHI side of the field, they're going to go back to there to start at their own 44-yard line. So it's going to be the Cougars' 4th possession, and these guys are quick. We're trying to get some commercials in, and you're killing me, guys. Here we go. Damon Gonzalez. He ain't wasting no time setting the play in. Here we go. Cougars on the 3rd possession, ladies and gentlemen. We're still locked up, and we're already down to 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Twins right, twins left, same formation. Gonzalez has been calling. Same current. This time he breaks it to the outside. He needed one more breakaway, and it was number 5. Getting number 5 down. That was Perales being brought down by Helmkamp on that play. So we'll bring up a pick up of 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up. All right, here we go. 2nd and 5. Turn on the light, please. All right, back to pass. And it's caught for a first down. So for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, for the first time, I'm going to make a call and say, move those chains. 3:35 left in the first quarter when we're finally moving the chains, but we're getting them moving. We're moving them 1st and 10. Cougars right at the 44-yard line of MCHI. Play stops. It went out of bounds. 1st and 10. Picks up maybe 1 yard. That is number 2. Maldonado picking up 2 yards. And once again, it's Aguilar making the calls for the Cougars. The band's going. Good crowd. Good crowd on both sides. Close town. It's not that hard to get over here and watch a game. And great weather. We had a few raindrops earlier in the day, and we were worried about it. But we're ready to go, and it's been good weather. Hand off once again, this time to number 24 on the carry. Armando Ramirez on the carry. They're being pretty fair as far as Ramirez, Perales, and I got one more guy running the ball. Maldonado. All right, 3rd and 6 coming up. 2:30 left in the first quarter. Still scoreless, 0-0. Here we go, back to pass, and this time he's going to go down, and he's going to get sacked. Sorry about that. He's going to get sacked for a loss of almost 10 yards on the play. So it's going to be a punting situation for the Cougars on their 3rd possession. We'll wait for the punt, and then we'll go to break. First, we'll take the punt. All right, here we go. All right, back to punt is the Cougars from there about their own 40. He's at the 38. He'll get rid of it from about the 41. And it's going to go inside. Takes a Cougar bounce once again. Right to the 10-yard line, and that's where it's going to be touched by the Cougars. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be MCHI, and their field position has been all Cougars, but they haven't managed to put any points on the board. So MCHI will touch it for the 4th time. We'll be right back. You're watching Real Sports Live. MCHI, first play, runs it to the left side where they're going to pick up, let me see. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do it for MCHI too. Let's move those chains. We move the chains. We move the chains, so it's going to be 1st and 10, ball quickly to the 22-yard line, a pickup of 12 yards on the play. All right, here we go, 1st and 10. 1:14 and counting left in the first quarter. We're still scoreless here at Richard Flores Stadium. I'm Don Salinas, and you're watching Real Sports Live. A little handoff this time goes out to number 10. That is Lewis on the carry. Manages to pick up good 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6. We should be getting some highlights to y'all as soon as we get some. Let me get something good, Ms. Salinas, and good reminder there. I'm going to let you know when there's a highlight. Here we go. 2nd and 8. Lewis once again on the carry. This time dropped in the backfield. Wow. Good defensive play. A loss of 2 on the play. They don't have to get another play off. If I were the coach, I wouldn't get a play off because nothing's been good on this side of the field. Maybe everything's good on the other side, coach. We'll wait and see. We're down to 16, 15, and he's not. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for tuning in. Special thanks going out to Joe Bowling. Joe Bowling, keep up the good work. I'm Donald Salinas. We're live in Edinburg, Richard R. Flores Stadium. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Real Sports Live now. There. And we're back. It was a big pass tried by MCHI. I thought it was intentional contact, but we'll wait and see. Their feet got tangled. You might get a pass interference. It's going to give him 10 yards and an automatic first down. We'll wait and see. I thought it was accidental contact. But he said he pushed his back. Well, that's a ref on that call. So it's going to give him 10 yards, and we're going to move those chains. Automatic first down being given to them. So on the first play, it's a 3rd and long, and the Cougars come up with a flag to give MCHI back life again. And here we go, 32-yard line, 1st and 10 MCHI. Garza back in the shotgun. A little handoff goes quickly to Lewis where he's met, maybe after a 2-yard pick. It'll bring up a 2nd and 8. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, what apparently might be before we get to the playoffs, they're calling it the game of the year. Wow. So early in the season, the game of the year, and that's going to be Hannah against Vela. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Tune in. We'll go live with only audio. Here we go. Back to pass to the far side of the field, and the ball goes through. Good hit there by number 14, I believe. I'm going to give him credit. That was Coronado on the hit. All right, here we go. 3rd and 9 coming up. 11:15 left, 2nd quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 4th time MCHI getting the ball. Cougars have gotten it 3 times. Nobody, nothing big. A pair of first downs for MCHI, 1 for Edinburg North. Ball thrown, and it is highly thrown. Almost a great catch. Falls incomplete. It'll stop the clock with 11:10. And it'll bring up a 4th and 9 coming up. 4th and short 9, long 8, whatever you want to call it. So Cougars defense after a flag and giving up a first down on a 3rd down match to hold them on the next set of downs on the 3 downs. So it's going to be 4th down coming up for MCHI. Number 19 back to punt. That is Amador back to punt from about his own 20. He's standing. He'll probably get rid of the ball about from the 23-yard line. Cougar back at about the 33. Good snap. Good punt to the near side of the field. Takes a MCHI bounce. Good bounce. All ball is going to go all the way down to about the 14-yard line, where it'll be down by number 20, Daniel, of the Bulldogs. So it's going to be Cougar football, and they're ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Wish we could take time out to thank our sponsors, all our sponsors, but I'll thank a few right now when I'm on the air. Trevino's Restaurant, Memorial Funeral Home, Monster Car Wash, Javier Salinas, school board member, Oscar Salinas, school board member, Sonny Palacios, school board member. They all sponsors, have great commercials. Thank you very much. Here we go. Cougar football, 1st and 10, ball at the 14. A little handoff going up to, I believe, Perales. Tries to get to the outside, but goes nowhere. Ends up losing 2 yards. It'll bring up a 2nd and 12. Both teams having a little problem getting their offense going. The first quarter was all field position for the Cougars. 2nd quarter, but the way it's starting, it's field position for MCHI. Here we go. Twins right, Twins left. 10:20 left in the half. We're still scoreless here at Richard R. Florida Stadium, 0-0, Cougars and Bulldogs. A little short pass to the outside, gets 1 block, and that's about it. After that, the whole team is there to greet him and stop him after a pickup of maybe 4 yards on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and 8 coming up. Cougars no huddle, ready to go. They're quick. All right, this time he's got same formation. Twins right, twins left. Aguilar, shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Fake handoff. It's going to be a long pass and it's intended for, and it's going to be caught. Ladies and gentlemen, what a catch. You want a highlight? There you're going to get one, Joe Bowling. We got us a highlight. I thought that ball was going to be intercepted. Somehow, I'm going to give credit to him, and I'm going to call his name out. That is Tony Garcia. Came out with a catch from I don't know where, went through the defender, and kind of took it away from him. Ended up being a 1st and 10 for the Cougars quickly at the 46-yard line of MCHI. So let's move those chains. We move the chains, hand off to Perales, and he's going to pick up maybe, I'm going to give him 2 yards on the play. We're going to bring up a 2nd and 8. Under 9 minutes left, ladies and a half, real quick. And you talk about a quick game. We haven't even played but 31 minutes, and we're down to 8 minutes left in the half. Wow.
No score.
And no score. He said, Erica. Made Erica quit making fun of the kids. Here we go. 2nd and 8 coming up. Just so joking, guys. Here we go. 8:40. Cougars. Again, they got the field position. They're in the MCHI 45-yard line, just a bit inside the 45. This time he's got 2 men behind him. And it's going to be timeout being called. Let's see by who. Timeout. Cougars. We're taking a timeout on the field, so we're going to take a timeout ourselves. You're watching Real Sports Live now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. That's going to be timeout. Cougars, their first one. They got 2 timeouts. MCHI is yet to use a timeout. And they're facing a 2nd and 9. Well, I'm going to call it 8. They're calling it 9 on the board. And they're going to line up basically the same. They line up with different. They got 3 guys that they're mixing up in the backfield. But right now in the backfield, it's Ramirez. Back to pass. Got time. He fakes and goes. He's got a man open, but he overthrows him at about the 22-yard line. Ball falls incomplete. He had a man open. A good fake. He pumped and then went deep, but overthrew the ball. Intended receiver, I believe, was Aguilar. No, I'm sorry. Aguilar threw the ball there. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 at the 45-yard line of MCHI. Same formation. Aguilar back to pass. Back at his own 47. He's going to go deep up the middle. He's got a man wide open. Oh, in and out of the hands of number 12. Roel de Leon put his helmet on the turf. Upset at himself. He had at least inside the 10, maybe more, but dropped the pass there. Great pass by Aguilar. Nevertheless, came out empty, so it's going to bring up a 4th and 9, and it stops the clock with 8:16 left. So both teams have gotten the ball 4 times and can't manage to put something on the board. Here we go. Back to punt. Punt from about the 44-yard line of his own. Goes opposite field all the way down to the 10. This time it's going to be run back 15, 20, 25 to the 26-yard line. And that was number 40, Joe Trevino on the run back. You ready, Ms. Salinas? All right, here we go. We're going back to a 1st and 10, 5th time. MCHI is touching the ball. We can't seem to get on the board, neither team. 1st and 10. This time they're starting from their own 27-yard line. Split right, split left. This time 2 men on the backfield. And he gets hit, and then here we go, Pablo. Paul Albright used to love to call it the yakety yak. And that was yak for yards after contact. Boy got hit at about the line of scrimmage and managed to pick up 4 yards on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd and 6 coming up. 2:43 left in the half. We're still scoreless here at Richard Flores Stadium. I'm Don Salinas, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Here comes Lewis on the carry, and he goes down immediately for a loss of 1 yard. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Special thanks going out to the Edinburg School District for letting Real Sports Live come into a great district and carry out a game for y'all tonight. Once again, it's going to get better, it's getting better, and it's going to get bigger. Watch out tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. We should have the game of the year. Robert Vela against Brownsville Hannah. A pass that was going to be enough for the first down. Ball was kind of thrown to the outside. Defending on the play was Bernal doing a good job on the play. So it'll stop the clock actually with 6:55. And it'll bring up a 4th and 7 from their own 30-yard line, so they're looking at punting the ball. We have a Cougar back at about the 38-yard line, and I'm trying to get a number. Can somebody help me here? That 18? Yeah, I'm going to call it number 18 back to get the punt, and that is Garza. Ivan Garza back to get the pass. Here comes the punt. Good snap. Gets it away. Calls a fair catch. And he catches it at the 35-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10. It's going to be the 5th time that the Cougars touch the ball. We'll see if something gets going. Once again, let's thank all our sponsors, and there's plenty of them, ladies and gentlemen. And it's only going to get more. I'm going to thank Trevino's Restaurant, Monsters Car Wash. Let's thank Memorial Funeral Home. Who else? I'm going to thank Javier Salinas, board member Oscar Salinas, also board member Sonny Palacio. Special thanks going out to them and all our sponsors. Not only them, but there's plenty to go. A little handoff to Perales, who goes to the opposite side, goes across the field, and a good run. And we might move the chains. We'll wait and see where they're going to spot the ball. It seems to me like if we're going to move the chains on a 11-yard carry, maybe? Or was he brought down? We'll wait and see. Oh, there's a flag on the field, guys. So after picking up 11 yards on the carry, it's going to go back 10 yards to make it 1st and 20. Picked up 11, but a flag brought it back to a 1st and 20. Are we ready, Ms. Salinas? We're going to try it in a bit. Thanking our sponsors through commercials. We apologize, guys, if we're missing some commercials, but we're going to get right to it. Here we go. 1st and 20. 6:35 and counting left in the half. We're still scoreless. Cougar 0, MCHI 0. That's the Bulldogs. A little pass to the outside, breaks one tackle, and this time that is Roel de Leon regrouping after he dropped that pass, catches a pass, and goes for 10 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Cougars trying to get some of it back of the 20. There we go, Twins right, Twins left. A little audible. Omaha goes to his line, makes a change. 24 changes the side. He's on. That is Ramirez. Handoff given to Ramirez. Tries to cut it back up the middle. Forward progress might give him to the 20, to the 41-yard line. Picks up 1 yard. 3rd and 9 coming up. 3rd and 9 coming up. Here we go. 5:22 left. Clock running. We'll be under 5 minutes before we start this next play in the half. Left in the half. All right, here we go. Trips to the left. Trips left, split right. Man on his left hip. Back to pass. Ball is chipped. Almost intercepted, falls incomplete. that was almost coming up with an interception was David David Chiquito, coming up almost with a big play with 4:53 left. It's going to stop the clock, and the Cougars are punting one more time. Doing the punting, it's Robert De Leon back at about the 21. I'm assuming he'll get rid of it near the 25. He's been getting some good punts off. And here he goes. This time it's going to hit it about the 40. Oh, finally takes the MCHI bounce and comes back to the 42-yard line. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be MCHI for the 6th time touching the ball. We're down to 4:45, and they're going to get the ball at their own 47-yard line. We'll be right back. You're watching Rio Sports Live. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Here goes a little fake up the middle. A reverse coming to number 84. And he's going to pick up about 2 yards on the play. On the carry, that was Mason Nava on the reverse. And he picked up 2 yards. Another flag on the play? Yeah, we have a flag on the play. The stop the clock was 4:37. Let's see what the flag is. And it's going to be a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Holding MCHI. So it'll be, wow. 1st and 20 coming up. 4:37 left. I apologize on the delaying of the name calling.
I know.
Forgot my glasses in the truck. Hopefully we can get some help at halftime. I'm okay. It's getting darker and it's getting harder to see. And I'm getting older. Here we go. Split right, split left. Hand off to Lewis. Tries to make it to the outside. Breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles, 3, 4. Gets about 11 yards on the carry. Remember, they were at 1st and 20. So it's going to take them back to a 2nd and 8. Good play there by Lewis to break it to the outside. And here we go, quickly to set up. Split right, split left. Little flanker on the left side. Lewis on his right hip. Garza takes the handoff to Lewis. Oh, tripped up. He still managed to pick up, call it a yard. Bring up a 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 coming up. Under 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half. We're still scoreless here at Richard Florida Stadium. And here we go, MCHI. Back to pass. Oh! Almost dropped the ball, but didn't. Great play. I'm going to give him credit on the defensive play. That is number 44. Juan Rodriguez on the play. Whichever pair. You can bring me the black or you can bring me the brown, Erica. Thank you very much. Erica doing a run for a donut to the truck. All right, here we go. Trips left. Oh, we're going to go with the punt formation. Lewis making the call, moving back. Punter at about the 31-yard line. Gets rid of it from about the 34. Cougar is going to get it at the 16. Going sideways, and great tackle. And I'm going to give that gentleman a lot of credit. That is David Chiquito. Is that right, Ms. Salinas? Chiquito?
Yes.
Chiquito is right, making a good play on run back. So we have a timeout on the field. We're going to take a timeout ourselves. We'll be right back. Real Sports Live. All right, and we're back. Here we go. Cougars trying to get something going on their sixth possession. Hand off to Perales to the far side of the field. Breaks one tackle. Avoids another one and gets a good run. Stops the clock with 2:11. And he picked up 9 yards. It'll bring up a second. And I like to call this a free play, ladies and gentlemen. You got second and inches. Why'd you go for it all right here? Anyway, you should pick up the first down on third down. We'll wait and see what Mr. Gonzalez is going to do. I tell you what he's going to do. He's going to call it. We're going to have an official timeout because Gonzalez wants to know if he got the first down already. All players trying to walk off the field, and the referee saying this is not a timeout. This is an official timeout. The ball was not inside the hash marks. And they're moving the chains. Wow. So, ladies and gentlemen, move those chains. I think I've done it 4 times today. Not enough, guys. We're moving the chains, and it's going to be first and 10. Ball at the 27-yard line. 6 times that the Cougars are touching the ball. We need to put this heat toward the wall. All right, back to pass. Good short pass and going out of bounds. And that pass went to Tony Garcia. Picks up 6 yards on the play, bring up a 2nd and 4. Down to 153. 2 timeouts left by each, by the Cougars. 3 timeouts. Not today. Not today. No, we won't worry about it. All right, here we go. Handoff, and it was MCHI reading the play well. Cougars trying to do something with Maldonado. Nowhere to go. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 4. 1:30 and counting left to play. Same formation. Aguilar, little draw, little underhand draw, and it worked, ladies and gentlemen. They needed 4, and he picked up about 10 on the play. So it'll stop the clock temporarily to move the chains all the way to the 41-yard line, where Cougars, one more time, move those chains. Second time they pick up the first down on this possession, the number 6 possession of the game. Fake handoff, back to pass, going up the middle. And, oh, it's going to be flags all over the field. Number 3 and number 7, both for MCHI. Getting there a little early. That's David Chiquito and Chris Moore Grande. No, I mean Marlon. I'm just joking. And Salina looked at me like, really, Chiquito and Grande? No. That was Marlon and Chiquito getting there too quick. Brought flags everywhere. In high school football, oh, there was holding. Holding by the Cougars is going to offset it. So instead of it being 1st and 10 at the 49 of MCHI, or 15 yards, it would have been further down. It's going to be replayed and down, and we're down to 53 seconds. 2nd down coming up. Same formation. Aguilar, back to pass, quick pass. And ball was caught. And a timeout being called quickly by the Cougars. It'll be their second. They have 1 timeout left. Ball's going to be at their own 45. They're going to come back and face a 2nd down and 10. So there's a timeout on the field. We're going to take a timeout ourselves. Real Sports Live. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We missed a first down that they needed badly, and they picked it up. And it's going to be the Cougars using their last time out, I believe. Edinburg North, that's their final timeout. And we're going to stay on the air, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to stay on the air, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 coming up for the Cougars. On the play we missed, they picked up about 7 yards. They needed 4 or 5 for the first down. So one more time, we did move those chains. We moved the chains. And it's going to come up with a 2nd and 9. What you need to consider now is that we're down to 21 seconds. So they're going to have to either come back and kill the ball on the snap, or get set up quick, or incomplete pass, or out of bounds. You have different ways of stopping the clock, but you're not going to do it with a timeout because the Cougars are out of timeouts. We'll wait and see here. All right, here we go. 2nd and 9, 21 seconds left. Still scoreless here at Richard Flores Stadium. I'm Donald Salinas. Back to pass Aguilar, and he's got a man open. Did he go far enough for the first down? No, he didn't. Where they're spotting the ball, it's going to be 3rd down. Timeout on the field. He went out of bounds. And it's not going to be enough, I don't think, from where I'm at. Nevertheless, it stopped the clock with 17 seconds. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Ball is at the 40. Why did we start the clock if he went out of bounds? Timeout, timeout. They got timeouts. He went out of bounds with 17 seconds. There was 17 seconds left, and the back referee started the clock. You can't start the clock when you go out of bounds. He should have just started the play clock. He started both. And they're going to ask him to put some time back on the clock. Yeah, good call, ref. Good call and good communications by the coaches of the Cougars staying on the play there. And no, they don't put any time on the clock. Yeah, they do. 19 seconds. They got 2 actually, I think. Here we go. It'll stop the clock. 3rd and 1. Aguilar back to pass. Blitz coming from all over the place, and they're going to knock him down for a big loss of 7 yards down to the 45-yard lines, and I think that they're going to be satisfied with that, and that's going to be it. We're down to 3, 2, 1, and halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Don Salinas. You're watching Real Sports Live. We're scoreless here at Richard R. Flores Stadium, where it's the Cougars 0, MCHI Bulldogs 0. We'll be right back, and we're going to give you some of the halftime show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're giving you a little bit of MCHI. We're going to thank our sponsors and go to commercials. For right now, thank you very much to all our sponsors, and I hope you're enjoying the game. We'll be right back. All right, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're gonna give you a little bit of the Cougar. Let's give a little bit of the Cougar brand there, Bart. And ladies and gentlemen, that was MCHI. We gave you a little bit of MCHI, then we gave you some sponsors. I'm Donald Salinas, and you're watching Real Sports Live. We're gonna give you a little bit of the Edinburg North Cougar band now. Bart will be taking care of the camera. That's a good picture. And then we're gonna come back. And we'll wait and see what we're getting here. And it's going to be the Edinburg North Band. We're going to give you a little bit of them. And then we're going to go back to our sponsors. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a defensive battle on both sides. Cougars finally had something going at the end there. But they came up short and had to took a big sack after getting into the 36, 37-yard line of MCHI. So now what's going to happen is, well, we'll see. I believe the Cougars deferred and are going to take the ball first. They're going to get the ball first. The Cougars came up with one big play, one big highlight. I think we'll be able to see on the Cougar sides. But so far, I mean, it could be anybody's ball game. We'll wait and see. We have the Golden. I believe this is the Golden Spurs that are signed right now. It's the Spurs giving us a little show. Oh, and Longoria. We got Longoria. My daughter's girls are out there. Sorry, babe. I forgot that. That's Cara Salinas. And her dancers. What are they called there, Miss? The Longoria Panthers dancing there with the Bio Garza Spurs. I mean, I'm sorry. With the Edinburg North Spurs. So, I do know it. I just did it wrong. There's a difference between not knowing and I did call it right. So it's Edinburg North Spurs. Sorry, Ms. Salinas. But it's the Spurs and the Panthers from Longoria. So in a bit, I'm hoping we're going to get the band coming on so we can stay on the air, and then we're going to go back to our sponsors for right now. Little shout out going out to Marcos Mares. Kyra, sorry, I forget you're not Salinas no more. That is Kyra, Miss Kyra Mares from Trevino, and in the afternoon helps out with the Longoria Panthers. So there they are, ladies and gentlemen. Those are your 2018, 2019 Longoria Panthers and the Edinburg North Golden Spurs. All right, let's see if we can get the band in a few minutes. Then we're going to go to break. But I'm going to give the band a little short time to get in their part. We gave MCHI a little bit of time. Now we're going to give Edinburg North Cougars. Then we're going to go back to our sponsors. Once again, I'm Donald Salinas. You're watching Real Sports Live. And we're still at 0. We're not up at 0. We got 10 minutes left before we start the second half. We're going to show a little bit of the North High School band. We'll go to commercials, and we'll come back for the second half. It's been a battle of defense. Both teams, Edinburgh coming up with one big highlights, and their punting this game has been good. Most of the time, it's been on the field. It's been on the MCHI side. MCHI finally got a little momentum and had something going, and it was the Cougars back down to their own end zone, but managed to get out of it and put two decent drives before coming up short and not scoring. So, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the Edinburg North band, and we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's a little bit of Edinburg North Band. Now we're going to go back to our sponsors and thank our sponsors. We'll be right back. You're watching Real Sports Live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm Donald Salinas. We got about 2 minutes to kick off in the second half. It's been a scoreless first half with the Edinburg North Cougars and, of course, the MCHI Bulldogs. Both teams been about of defense. One time, Cougars, you can say, actually had two runs at a score. They were stopped short, and they didn't get inside the 30-yard line of the MCHI Bulldogs. And 3 times they got the ball on the MCHI side, but didn't manage to do nothing. Here comes MCHI. They're running onto the field. And here comes your Edinburg North Cougars. Both teams on the field. We should get going on time. That was a quick first half. We did an hour of football and 30 minutes of halftime, 20 minutes of halftime. Not even that much. So we should be out of here pretty early on a Thursday night. I'm Donald Salinas, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Special thanks going out to Joe Bowling and all the crew. And tomorrow's game, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I got Mario saying that he's going to give it to Vela, but giving it to Vela only because the home field advantage. On the other hand, Medrano, I believe, is making the call and saying Hannah will take it. Ruben Garcia, good friend, saying Vela will take it big. I told him maybe if they do it by 17 points, he goes, if that's your call, you don't know football. You're making a big call there, Ruben. But anyway, Ruben Garcia predicting Vela by 40. We'll wait and see. I said, well, no, we'll find out tomorrow. See who knows more football. I'll give you that much credit, Ruben. But anyway, big game coming up tomorrow. They're calling it the game of the year for till playoffs come around. So we'll wait and see what happens there. So we're going to get back to action here. And, excuse me. It was the Cougars who deferred, and they'll be receiving in the second half. We got 2 men down. Number 2 waiting for the kickoff on the near side of the field. That is Maldonado. I'm trying to get a number on the far side kid. I believe it's number 25. MCHI doing a little dance here before the kickoff. And here comes the kickoff, and it's going to be kicked to Maldonado, who will receive it at exactly the 10. A little bobble going sideways, gets to the 15, and met. Somebody just welcomed Maldonado to the 2018-19 season and gets as far as the 19-yard line. We had a man down for MCHI, but he's up on his own and coming back. Anthony Marroquin still shooken up on the play, but before the coach is there, he comes out running, and on his own, hopefully he's going to be fine. All right, so it'll be 1st and 10, first possession for the Cougars. They'll start right at their own 20. They gave him forward progress on that play. We're going to try and get to a commercial, but these guys are ready to go, so are we. Here we go. Same formation for the Cougars. Twins right, twins left. And I believe that is Perales on his right hip, and it is fake to Perales. Pass to the near side of the field. Oh, and he fumbles the ball on the first play. And that is having a tough night. Roel Rendon. He was stripped. So the ball quickly, a turnover. So it'll be 1st and 10, MCHI quickly at the Cougar 25-yard line. Talking to Joe Bowling on tomorrow's game. He's predicting that the first team that turns the ball over 3 times will lose the game. All right, here we go. That's Joe Bowling making a call on the Vela Hannah Eagles game. Here we go. MCHI football. Garza. A little handoff to Lewis, who gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Maybe a loss of a half a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 11. Move the ball just a bit back. Same thing, Garza. Lewis on his right hip. Split right, split left. Little flanker on the left side. Shotgun formation. Hand off to Lewis one more time, trying to find some room, and finds maybe 3 yards. Down to the 2 yards, down to the 19. 18-yard line, gave him forward progress. So it'll be a 3rd and 8 coming up. 3rd and 8. They started at the 25. They're at the 23. Twins left, split right. Garza in the shotgun. Back to pass, and he gets a pass off to number 18, but he's going to be short of the first down by about 2 yards. Philip Magana on the reception. It'll be a 4th and 2. And it seems like if MCHI is going to be going for it, quarterback asking him to please hurry with the play. And no, they're going to try and kick. Number 19 into the game, Robert Amador. No, they're going to go for it, ladies and gentlemen. Timeout. Coach finally decides to call a timeout. Timeout on the field. We're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to try and get back quickly before we get to the next play. So you're listening to Real Sports Live. We'll be right back. Magaña? And we're back. Here we go. 4th and 2. First big play of the game. 9:44 left in the third. MCHI first possession. They get the ball on a turnover. Here's back to pass. They're going to go to the end zone on a long pass. And it's going to be touchdown MCHI. There's a highlight. Wow. They go for it on 4th and 2. And you're thinking a short handoff or something to Lewis. They decide to go for it all. And that was their running back, Hellcamp, that was in there usually running the ball, goes for a pass deep and comes out with the big play. So here's the extra point. So with 9:38 in the third, high snap, brought down, kick, it is good. So with 9:38 left in the third, finally, it is MCHI 7, Cougar 0. We'll be right back. You're watching Real Sports Live. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Here goes McKenna with their little dance. Excuse me, on their kickoff. Ball being caught again by number 2, a little deeper at the 6. That's Maldonado to the 10, 15, 20. 25 breaks away. Oh, almost got away. Down to the 25. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars on their second possession of the half. We'll be right back. All right, then we're back, ladies and gentlemen. First run for the Cougars. I'll pick up maybe 1 yard, a half a yard on the play. Bring up a Second and 10, and that was number 5, Perales, on the run. Is that Thunder, ladies and gentlemen? Oh. All right, here we go. Second and 10. Aguilar, shotgun formation, twins right, twins left. This time, I believe that is Ramirez on his right hip. Back to fast, can't find nobody, breaks out to the outside and throws it away. Bring up a third and 10. Cougars can manage to get something going rather than twice on a big, once on a big play on a highlight and then another one right before the half. They managed to pick up 4 first downs, but then coming out empty. It's MCHI finally on the board on a 4th and 2, went to the end zone for a great catch that made it 7-0 MCHI Bulldogs. That's where we stand right now. 8:50 left in the third. Cougars under second possession. Handoff, and he is met. I'm going to give number 93 on MCHI a little ta-da-da. He let them know he was there. That was Luis Holandes on the play. So Cougars 3 and out one more time. It'll be 4th down. Fourth down coming up. 4th and 12. A loss of 3 yards on the play. Good snap. Good kick. Dangerous play there for MCHI. Almost hit one of their receivers. Ball will go down all the way down to about the 40.5-yard line where it's going to be taken by MCHI. So MCHI will touch the ball for the second time. We'll see what happens. We'll be right back. Real Sports Live. All right, let's go back. There. And we're back. It's Lewis on a quick run to the near side of the field for a pickup of 8 yards, where it'll be a 2nd and 2. All of a sudden, MCHI looks like a totally different team than they did in the first half. We'll see how they continue. This time they huddle. Wow. First time I've seen them huddle. We got split right, split left. Lewis still in the backfield. And that is Garza, quarterback. Handoff Lewis, and he's going to be short of the first down. Picks up a yard.
Where's the press box? Like,
All right, here we go. 3rd and 3, big play for the Cougar defense. Trying to get back in this game. They're down 7-0 after MCHI scored on their first possession on a fumble. And caught, and we're going to stop the clock because we're going to move those chains. We moved the chains and a short pass for a pickup of 4 yards. They only needed about 1.5. So now they're in Cougar territory at the 48-yard line. MCHI looking like a totally different team than they did in the first half. Twins right, split left. Lewis still in his backfield. Right hip. Shotgun formation. Garza gets the snap. Hand off to Lewis. He tries to make it to the outfield to the near side of the field, and he does. A good pickup of 6 yards. It'll bring up a 2nd and 4. Under 6 minutes left. We're counting down. Before next play, we'll be under 6 minutes. Quick game tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Once a reminder, tomorrow we're here again. You're going to see us. You're going to hear it only live. You can see the game an hour afterwards, both live and audio and visual. Same formation. McAllen seems to be taking a little bit more time now in between plays and huddling up. Lewis, one more time up the middle, this time caught in the backfield for a loss of 1 yard. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 5, loss of 1 yard on the play. Wow, this clock just doesn't stop with this kind of football. So it'll set up a 3rd and 5, 5:15 left. Twins right, split left. Lewis still on his left hip. Garza in the shotgun formation. Second possession for MCHI in this half. They scored on their first one, moving the ball 25 yards. Lewis to the outside on a little sweep, and he's going to lose 3 yards. So much about team. MCHI, a different team. They go back right after I said that. Sorry, MCHI. But it's going to bring up a 4th and 9. Remember, on their first possession, they went for it. They went for it on their first possession. This time they bring out the punting team. They had a fake punt on their first drive. That went nowhere. And I don't think they'll be trying that much this year, but we'll wait and see. 4:25 left. Back to punt from about the 40, from the 43. A little short punt to about the, goes out right at the 24-yard mark. So not bad field position. Oh, he's going to get it at the 25 for the Cougars. Timeout. We have a holding. And I don't know if Coach Gonzalez is going to decline or make him do it again. I think he's going to decline and be happy with the ball at the 25-yard line. So that's where the Cougars are going to start. Seems like it. And they will. Third possession for the Cougars. First possession came on a fumble. Oh, there's a flag. That was a holding flag. So it gave them 10 yards. That was against MCHI. So they'll get the 10 yards, and they'll start at their own 35. All right, 4:13 left in the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Still, MCHI 7, Cougar 0. Aguilar, shotgun formation, gets a snap, a little short pass, and a good pickup of 6 yards. And on that pickup was a new guy that I'm calling his name out, is Jose Cruz on the catch and the run for a few yards to make it 2nd and 4. Ball at the 41. Aguilar, still shotgun formation. Twins right, twins left. You got number 24, Armando Ramirez, on his right hip. We're set. Here's the snap. Back to pass once again. Same little short pass. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. A pickup of 8 yards. So let's move those chains. We move the chains, and I got Bert here. I want to know if Bert wants to join me here for a few minutes, just for a little conversation on what we got, Bert. And I'm going to turn your mic on, Bert. And I think I can hear you, and you can hear me.
All right, good evening, everybody.
Good evening. That's it, Bert, our camera guy. I'll go to Bert in a minute. Here we go, 1st and 10. Hand off to Perales and goes nowhere for loss of yards.
Good
Bert,
stuff.
you've been with us. I met you in May.
It's been a few months already.
A few months already?
Yes, sir.
What do you see? What do you got coming, man? I mean, have we grown? Are we getting better? How about last night?
It's getting great. It was my main duty is camera work, but I want to be a part of any part of the Real Sports Live family, and I'm glad we're getting new family.
Yeah, and it's going to grow, ladies and gentlemen. That's Bert, our camera guy. Here we go. 2nd and 14, lost a 4 on the play. Back to pass Aguilar. He's going to tuck it in. He's going to try and pick up some yards. We do have a flag on the play. We're going to stay on the air, and I'm going to be visiting with Bert. Bert,
Yes.
You've been involved with other this kind of stuff before? Or?
The only thing I've been involved with is media, with the media at our church. That's what I've been doing the last 3 years.
With the church?
Yes, sir. And so this opportunity opened up, so I took it. And
wow.
Happy to be here. Praise
All
God.
right, good. So then we should be blessed a little bit, huh?
Yes, sir.
We're going to get blessed at the same side, Bowling. No, but Bert, thank you very much for helping us. I got to meet you with the baseball We did some baseball games, and last night was something else. I think being at the studio, but I like the way that we got together and the way we were talking and so on. Here we go. It's going to be 3rd and 10 coming up. Cougars, Aguilar back to pass. Man up the middle, and he did catch it. And did he hang on enough for the first down?
He did.
There's a timeout. So why don't you do it with me one more time? Here we go. For the Cougars, we're going to move those chains. Attaboy. That's Bert joining me on moving the chains, Bert. Thank you very much, Bert. I hope we get to do this more often.
Yes, sir.
And thanks for being here for us.
All right.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, I'll be here.
All right, that's
All
Bert, our camera guy,
All
training.
right. God bless
training
you, folks.
Eric, long pass, and it is caught, ladies and gentlemen. Quick setup, quick pass, and that's De Leon coming back after having a few difficulties and dropping a pass, then fumbling a play, comes up with a big play, and that's a highlight. Give me a highlight on that. You did, Miss Salinas? Wow, I don't even need to call him, Joe. Miss Salinas knows what the highlights are. Here we go. All of a sudden, it's the Cougars knocking on the door. Ball at the 15, 1st and 10. Twins right, twins left. Perales on his right hip, short of him, though. So I'm kind of thinking he's going to pass the ball. I hope they're not showing it that much, but that's what I see from here, that he'll be passing the ball. Back to pass. He goes to the corner of the end zone. He's got a man. Overthrows him, but maybe a yard. Great call there, Gonzalez. Got to give credit to Coach Gonzalez there on that great play. They developed. They got there quick. They ran it. They had to play. It was going to work. Ball was overthrown just a bit. Erica Martinez on the camera. All right, here we go. They're going quick. Once again, same formation. Twins right, twins left. He's got Ramirez now on his right hip. Aguilar back to pass. And he fakes it to the corner. Now goes to the other corner, and it's going to be way overthrown. So it'll stop the clock with 2:21. But as we're talking, I was talking to Bert, ladies and gentlemen. I see Joe Bowling and Real Sports Live. Says we're going to go to another level, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you continue supporting us. To all our sponsors, and let's not forget our viewers, and you can tune in on YouTube. You can go to our website, Google, whatever you want to do. You're going to find us somewhere. So here we go. After getting to the 15-yard line, we haven't moved. 3rd down coming up. That's the Cougars. Got a man at the 3, and he hits him in the end zone, and it's going to be touchdown Cougars. Cougars, 2:17 left. Get on the board. On a great pass, and that's another highlight, Miss Salinas. Wow, Aguilar hit his moving target at about the 3-yard line. He was tackled at about the 1, but what happened there was when he fell on top of the defender, and he rolled over into the end zone. Great call by the referee there and giving him the end zone. Here's the point after. Here's the snap, the hole, the kick, and it is good. Ladies and gentlemen, with 2:17 left in the 3rd, I'm Donald Salinas. Keep on tuning in to Real Sports Live. We'll be right back. We're knotted up at 7. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. What a game. We were locked up at 0 for the whole half for a catch by MCHI at about the 29-yard line. They might give him the 30. And then all of a sudden, we started the 3rd quarter, and on the second play, Edinburg fumbled at the 25. Then they held them for 3 downs. They went for it on 4th down, and believe it or not, they scored on an end zone, great highlight touchdown pass. Then Cougars get the ball for the second time, and they managed to go downfield and put their own 7 points on the board. So with 2:15 left in the third, ladies and gentlemen, Richard R. Florida Stadium, it's Cougars 7, MCHI 7. Little run by MCHI to the near side of the field, and that is by number 34, Rogelio Beas. Rogelio Beas on the run. And it seemed like if he ran for a long time, that was Beas. But nope, got 1 yard. We're going to give him 1 yard. 2nd and 9. He was kind of running east and west, and most football fields are north and south, and that's not going to get you anywhere. Here we go. 2nd and 9, we'll call it 2nd and 10 on the board. But once again, MCHI going flat, a loss of 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Wow. 3rd and 12. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 12. 1 minute left by the time they get this playoff in the third quick quarter. Both teams managed to put 7 points on the board in the quarter. Here's the snap. Back to passes. Garza, long pass. And good defensive play adjustment there. I'm going to give him credit. That's Isaac Bernal on the coverage. Turned around perfectly at the end. Those shout out going out to Coach Robert Granado. I see him on the far side of the field getting excited. Granado. Good job, Coach. I love you, brother. Good luck to you in your 2018-19 season. All right, so MCHI is going to be punting from, you don't have to say their heels in the end zone, but their heels are on the 10-yard line, so at the 15-yard line. So Cougars ready to receive at their own 40. We'll see if we can get it out there. The wind not a big factor tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, over snap way over the head. He's going to try and get it off. Gets nowhere, and he is going to be at the, is it a safety? Safety. Wow. Kind of best thing worked out for MCHI that it wasn't forward progress and he was at the 1 or something, because if not, it would have been 1st and 10, so those 2 points could have turned maybe into 6 points. Nevertheless, it's going to be a safety, and that's going to be another highlight reel that is going to be good to see, because it took them to 2 points, so it'll be MCHI punting and kicking from their own 20-yard line. So now with 47 seconds left, I thought the quarter was over. It's not. It's going to be Cougars 9, MCHI 7. We'll be right back. You're watching Real Sports Live. Wow, wow. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. And no, it's not a baseball game, ladies and gentlemen. This is football. Even though the score is 9-7. We had a bad snap, and I said that the heels weren't in the end zone. Yes, they were. They even got knocked down in the end zone for 2 points. So it's going to be MCHI punting from their own 20. There's a punt. Beautiful punt. All the way to the 34. Bobble by the Cougars. Picks it up and takes it down to about the 46, I'm going to call it. And that was Maldonado who bobbled the punt but managed to get to it. So we're still in the third quarter. We're down to 42 seconds. We probably have a few plays before we change sides. Once again, right now, it's the Cougars going from the south to the north. They'll finish with the north coming to the south. Here we go. Same formation, same players in there. Ramirez in the backfield. Ramirez and Perales kind of share time there playing. Here we go. There's the snap. Here's the pass. Caught by, I'm calling it a new guy. That was number 11. And the play will still go, and the clock will go. That was Brendan Morrego on the catch. I'll pick up a 5 yards. It'll bring up a 2nd and 5. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. They should get one more play off. They don't have to. And I don't think they are. Yes, they are. They're going to try and run one more play. 12 seconds. And the same play, same man, same receiver. And it's going to stop the clock because of a pickup of a first down. So we're going to move those chains. The clock will get going right after they set the chains. And once again, it was Aguilar to the sleeping guy to the first half, again into the game in the second half. That's Borrego. So, ladies and gentlemen, that takes us, once they start the clock, it took us 4 seconds down to the end of the third. We're at 1 quarter to play, 12 minutes to go. Real Sports Live. It's Cougars 9, MCHI 7. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, for the last 12 minutes of this game. And for the first 5 seconds, gone into 2 minutes, it was a long pass away overthrown on a 1st and 10. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Ball at the 43-yard line of MCHI. And it's Cougars up 9-7 after a bad snap on a punt. And the Cougars get the safety. Back to pass from midfield. Aguilar, he's got him for a man deep. And once again, 2 passes, 2 long passes, both overthrown. Both took 5 seconds, so we're down to 11:50. Timeout on the field ball. It'll stop the clock. I'm sorry. It'll stop the clock. And like I said, first half, nothing. Second half, second play, Cougars fumble. That guy gets it to 25. 4 plays later, they're in the end zone. Cougars get the ball next. They find a way to get to the end zone on a long, nice play. And they tie it up. Next possession, MCHI bat snap. And it goes way, way, way over the head of the punter at the 15. Falls in the end zone. They get it for a safety. That's where we stand, 9-7. Cougars throw a pass way overthrown again into – there was triple coverage on that play. Good thing he threw it high and away. For an incomplete, so stop the clock. They got the ball with 1st and 10 with 11:44, but managed to get 14 seconds off the clock. 16 seconds, off the clock. So here we go. Cougars punting from their own 43-yard line. Good punt. Taken at the 10 by MCHI, the 15, the 20. The 25 and a flag. That might take them back 10 yards or maybe half the distance, depending on what the call was. But I'm pretty sure it was against MCHI. Let's make sure and wait on the call. Here we go. I'm waiting. I'm studying, Miss Salinas. Miss Salinas doesn't want me to be quiet here. She wants me to keep on talking. I was waiting for the flag. You get into the game, ladies and gentlemen, you start just worrying about the game and forget I'm on the air. I apologize for that, but Miss Salinas woke me up there and told me, you're on the air. But tell her to come join us. Tell her we need to talk about how she's enjoying her first year as the Longoria Panthers sponsor. Tell her to come see us. But here we go. It's gonna be a first and 10, and the ball will be back at the 15-yard line. Charlie says she's coming for an interview. We need her in the booth for an interview. All right, here we go. We're trying to get Ms. Modest to come up and join us, see what it's like at the level. All right, here we go. It's MCHI on a run to the near side of the field for a good run and a pickup of 6 yards to bring it up 2nd and 4. MCHI trying to get back in the game. The scoreboard trying to get the fans back on the game, putting the defense on the scoreboard. Here we go. Garza back to pass. Garza in the shotgun. We'll wait and see what he's going to do. Shotgun. Snap. And a good run. And who is that? That is number 34, Rogelio Baez on the run. And we're going to move those chains. We move the chains. So she going to come join us? All right, here we go. We move the chains, and they set up on a 1st and 10. Ball at the 28-yard line. Hand off again to Baez, and he breaks it to the outside. Good, decent run of 4 yards. It'll bring up a 2nd and 6. Now the clock becomes a factor, guys, because these guys like to run the ball. You're running the ball, you're running it good, but the clock does not stop. We're under 10 minutes left before we get the next play going. Big game coming up tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Just to remind you, due to UIL, we will only give you live audio, and we'll come back with an hour later with both audio and visual. He's going to pass. He's going deep. Defender there, and both guys, they got tangled up themselves. Never did nothing. He was trying to get him out of the way. Ball falls incomplete. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 7. Cougar defense can come up big right here. Cougar defense can come up big. Coach is just going crazy about a flag over there. They wanted a holding. Nevertheless, no flag was thrown. We'll bring up 3rd and 7, 9:48. Stop the clock with an incomplete pass. Garza, same formation. Handoff. And he's going to fall short about 3 yards of the first down, where it's going to bring up a 4th down. MCHI, big decision, 9:32, 9:30 left. Do you give the back? Oh, they're going to punt. They're going to punt. A lot of game left, Coach. On the other hand, the other side, scoreboard going crazy with a defensive sign on the scoreboard. That is the Cougars' home field. The band's having a good time. Everybody's having a good time. Great night for football, ladies and gentlemen, after a few showers today. And there was no man running into the punter, so no flag will be thrown. And it takes a McAllen roll. And no, sir, he touched it about the 18-yard line, 19. I'm sorry, the 26-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Cougars. When we come back, 8:56 left tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Don Salinas. It is 9-7 Cougars over the Bulldogs. We'll be right back. There to come. Flags all over the field on the first play. And a lot of shoving going on. Oh, somebody's going to, here we go. Somebody might get ejected. When the referee threw the flag, tried to slow the guy down, he continued and he threw his cap way up in the air. That's not a pretty scene. Coach Damien, right now, all over one of his players to let him know. And dead ball foul. 62 just got hit for 25 yards. I don't think I've ever seen that, ladies and gentlemen, in 8 years that I've been here commentating the game, doing the game for the Edinburg teams. The same player got holding, and after the play was dead, he continued, and he got hit for another 15. So that's going to be a first and 10 and 15 is 25. And they would have on the spot of the foul. So it's going to be first and Las Milpas, I want to call it. But we'll call it a first and 25. Coming up with the Cougars. Now all of a sudden, they're at the 11-yard line with their heels in the end zone. Here we go. A handoff and a good run. And that is number 23. I think that's first action. Miguel Contreras on a good run. He needed 25. He got 9. Second and 26. Second and 26 coming up. Little shout out going out to Al Barbosa, Director of Transportation. Shout out going out to all the bus drivers who get our kids safely to and from school in the Edinburg School District. Shout out to them monitors also who do play a big part in our transportation department. Our secretaries and everybody at the transportation department going out. I should have shout out going out to you. Dispatch, Raymond, Yolanda. Shout out going out to you, supervisors and trainers. Here we go. 3rd and 13. Aguilar handoff this time to number 25, and this, he was looking for somewhere to go and ran into a defender. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 12, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot imagine why the clock is not running. Still not running. Now they started. But that is not good for the Cougars. That clock should have been moving. So we're under 7. Nevertheless, and it's going to be, what a time not to get a good punt. But let's see where MCHI is going to get the ball. And they're going to get it in Cougar territory. So Cougars defense better stand up because MCHI is already on their side of the field on a 1st and 10 with the ball at the 47-yard line. And it'll be Garza still at the helm there for the MCHI. They're lining up a little tighter. They only have one man split to the right. And it's not Lewis in the backfield, but it is a handoff. And again, it went to Rogelio Beas. Rogelio Beas on the carry. A pickup of 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. I'm sure the MCHI coach will take those kind of runs for the rest of the night if it gets him in the end zone. MCHI needing to put some points on the board. A field goal will do it. Same formation, a little tight. And this time he's not going to, maybe he is. With the forward progress. Whistle down, he's down. Only picked up 1.5 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 coming up, big play. 2 down territory, I believe, ladies and gentlemen, because you know what? We are down. We were down to a under 5.5 left. Same tight formation. This time he's going to be back to pass. He throws the pass, and it's highly thrown, and it falls incomplete. Big call here coming by the MCHI coach. Either you go for it, you don't make it, you turn the ball over. You can punt and try to pin them back and depend on your and hope your defense can hold them. And they are. That's what they're going to do. On the other hand, Cougars could be looking at picking up 3 first downs and putting this game away. 2 timeouts left by MCHI, 3 timeouts left by the Cougars. Punt formation. He's back at his own 45. And he does punt the ball. High punt. Be careful, Cougars. Oh, my God. Almost touched the Cougar on the leg while he was standing there. And nevertheless, it falls into the 9-yard line. So 5:07 left. Cougars 9, Bulldogs 7. We'll be right back. You're watching Real Sports Live. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. 5:07, 1st and 10, ball at the 9. Aguilar, handoff to number 25, who tries to find something going to the far side of the field, but nowhere to go. Oh, he does. He picks up about 2 or 3 yards. Great run there by Jose Cruz again. Wow. Cougars mixing it up pretty well. Good mix of different runners running the ball. That'll keep you on your toes if you're on the defensive side. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, just that you know, tomorrow we're in with audio only due to UIL. We'll be bringing you live audio and then come back to you later, an hour later, with both audio and video. Here we go. Aguilar this time spreads out everybody. He's by himself in the shotgun. A little running through play, and that was Perales. He was knocked down inbounds. He does pick up another 3 yards, ladies and gentlemen. So it's going to become a 3rd and 4, long 4 or short 5. And at the same time, talking about those 4s, we're under 4 minutes left in the ball game. Once again, Cougars 9, Bulldogs 7. Second week of high school football of the 2018 season. We hope to keep on joining us. We plan to carry all as many games as we can, and at the same time, we do plan to carry all our playoff games. Here we go. Little mix-up in the backfield, and it's going to cause the Cougars to call a timeout. So with 3:37, they call their first timeout. We're going to take a timeout ourselves. Real Sports Live. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We missed a little run of a that went nowhere. For the first time, the quarterback faked the ball and he tried to keep it for a run, but went nowhere. So it's going to be 4th down, and he's right on the heels are in his end zone. That's the punter, and here we go. Punt away from about the 4-yard line. Good, decent punt. Fair catch caught by MCHI, and he caught it and tried to run. No flag was thrown, so he caught it at the 44-yard line. So with 2:50, MCHI defense does their job. MCHI offense comes on the field. We're going to stay on. We're going to stay on this one because we're down to 2:50 left, and MCHI is quickly on the field. They're ready to go. We got a man to the left, split left, twins to the right. Lewis back in the game as a fullback. And, wow, different formation. There's a pass into triple coverage, and ball falls incomplete. Oh, and there's a flag on the field, a late flag. It's going to be a dead ball foul. And who is it going to be on? Who is it going to be on? We're going to check to see what that flag is. And if it's against the Cougars and it's a dead ball, you just gave them 15 free yards. Here we go. Yes. 15 free yards, ladies and gentlemen, has just been given to MCHI, a Christmas gift on September, what are we, the 6th? They get a gift on September the 6th for Christmas. 15 yards, so it's going to be 1st and 10. We move those chains, and we're down to the 26-yard line, 2:43 left. A field goal will do it. Here we go. Now we have offsides. Offsides. Cougars add another 5, make it 1st and 5 from the 24. The best offensive machine right now going for MCHI is the Cougars. I don't see a number Cougar on the roster. Here we go. They'll hand off to, I believe that's Lewis. Remember, he's got 3 downs to get 5 yards. He got 2. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 3. Clock running. 2 timeouts on each side. 2:22. 2s are wild on the scoreboard. Split right, split left. Lewis on his right hip. Shotgun formation for Garza. Hand off to Lewis. He's got room to the far side of the field, and he's got room to run. He's still going hard, and finally brought down. And we're going to move those chains. Finally brought down at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10. A possible 1st down is available for MCHI. And ladies and gentlemen, we're in field goal range, and we're under 2 minutes. Lewis, once again, this time on the opposite side. Lewis again, handoff, same run to this side. Got nowhere to go, finds a little room from the 11. He'll take it down to the 8 for a 3-yard pickup. It'll bring up a 2nd and 7. 2 timeouts on each side. I'm sure they're not going to use them till the end. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, what flags can do to a game. Poor Cougars. The game's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying, last week they thought they had won the game, and a flag brought it back. This time, I thought they had the game in their pockets, and then a flag brought them back. That was number 34, who's been running lately for MCHI. Beas, and he's knocked down short. But the Cougars call a timeout, and I think what the Cougar coaches are thinking is, look, we hold them again, they're going to kick the field goal, but at least we're going to have some time on the clock. On the other hand, MCHI is saying if we just run the ball, either we're going to win it by scoring and we win the game, or we stop the clock with a few seconds left and kick the field goal and try and win it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to stay on. Ms. Salinas, we're staying on. Once again, I'm doing Salinas. I got Bart with me doing the, Bert doing the camera. Sorry, Bert. And he's getting Erica tuned in. So there's to stop jumping and shaking. She's shaking the camera and she's all excited, but that's part of the excitement that real sports brings to you. And we got Miss Salinas, my wife, Edith, doing the commercials and the computer running it. Really, I'm just here talking, guys. All right, here we go. Back to action. 3rd and 6. Ball at the 7. Bulldogs. Shotgun formation. Fake handoff. Quarterback keeper. And it is going to be short of the touchdown, but enough to move those chains. We move the chains, and we drop them chains. So we drop them, we move them, and it's going to be timeout. And ladies and gentlemen, was that a chain? No, that was Brian Garza, and I'm not mistaken, that's going to be his first keeper. A little fake that I think made it. If you have a play and ran all day and you can run it, that's a perfect time to do it. Here we go. This time they kind of stay stacked up. Brian Garza, shotgun formations. Here's the snap. It was a little fake play. And it's a fumble. Dead ball, foul, dead ball, foul. I don't think the play ever happened. We'll wait and see. Here comes the call. There was no fumble. It's illegal procedure. Once again, Cougars take off running, thinking there's a victory, as they did last week. And there is illegal procedure. It wasn't a fumble. So, but the thing is, Coach Gonzalez in the huddle, wanted an explanation on that. Damon Gonzalez, hey, I would do that as a coach guy, and I know you want to win, and I know that's your attitude, and there's nothing wrong with it. On the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, it took them back 5 yards, so now they're at the 5. They were at the, I don't know, 12-inch line. Now it's going to be 1st and goal from the 5. The kicking game, we've yet to see it. The extra point was good, but they're not even at the extra point line now. Still 44 seconds. They still have 2 timeouts. They still have 4 downs. Cougars down to 1 timeout. Explanation being given to Damon Gonzalez. So here we go. All right, back to action. 42 seconds. 9-7. Cougars over the Bulldogs. Bulldogs knocking on the door. Garza, shotgun formation. Handoff to Lewis, who takes it down now to, let's call the 2-yard line, 1-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down. 22 seconds. 21 seconds. MCHI not ready. Runner, player still moving. And a loss of big yards on the play. And coaches asking, and timeout. MCHI's going to have to kick it from a further distance. They should have just taken a knee under the center. Nevertheless, again from the 1, it's going to move him back to the 5. So 5 and 7, 12, 22-yarder. This either to win it or to lose it. What a game. Joe Bowling, thank you very much. Bert said he's going to see a better one tomorrow, Joe. That's just the words from Joe. Damien, Coach, good luck, man. Good luck. That's all I got to say, Damien. You're doing a good job. You did a great job. Hats off to you. I wish you luck. Wish you the best, and we'll see what's going to happen here in 8 seconds. We'll just decide whether you're going to start 1-1 or 0-2. It's a tough way to do it, but you know, you're young, man. You're young. You're way young, and good luck, man. We'll see what happens. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 8 seconds left. Richard Florida Stadium, Edinburg, for MCHI. Oh, they're still going to go for it on 3rd down. Oh, and they get him offsides. No. They're calling it on MCHI. Wow. So from the 1, now you're at the 10. Now you have a 27-yarder. The 1 second went off the clock and never should have. Put 8 seconds on the clock, the coach is asking for it. Wow. Wow. Oh, my God. MCHI has been inside the 1 twice. And now twice are now at the 10. You got to give your kicker a little kind of believe early in the year. So now it is going to be, they're going for it again. And it's going to be touchdown, MCHI. And it took the whole 8 seconds. It took the whole 8 seconds to get into the end zone. Man down on the field, we're waiting for the call. Timeout on the field. Official timeout. We have 2 men down. Let's make sure what's going to happen here, ladies and gentlemen. North did the right thing by keeping him on his feet. And I think they were trying to get the clock to run down to 0. But in doing so, the kid never went down and ended up getting in the end zone. Now, let's wait and see what's going to happen. Wow. Coach Damien Gonzalez in the huddle wants some sort of explanation. Saying he was aided. Is that the correct word? To get to the end zone. And there's a call. Touchdown, MCHI. We got a call, and that's going to be a highlight. Give me a highlight. So a final. Do they have to kick the extra point? Yes, I think they have to kick the extra point. Let's wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a game. Coach Gonzalez, I don't know what to say, man. I do not know what to say. You going to leave this here? And it is a final, ladies and gentlemen, from Richard Flores Stadium. I'm Donald Salinas. I got Erica Martinez. I got Bert. I got Edith. And Real Sports Live. And myself, Donald Salinas. It's the final from Richard R. Flores Stadium. It is Bulldogs 13, Edinburg North Cougars 9. Good night, everybody.